Kings and Queens, your majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You loved, celebrated, and of course appreciated. So, I want us to listen to the conversation that South Sudanese president had with, a foreign body. And I just want us to analyze. It's a very short clip, but it carried the message that it's supposed to carry. He said something anyway. Let's listen to him. I'm not just going to waste your time. Let's listen to him. Just a 44-second clip, and take it off from there.
Our problem is money. We have no money.
You want money from international donors, which is a perfectly fair claim on your part. The donors, however, say, we will not give you money until you get genuine security and stability.
When you deal with a hungry person, don't expect that hungry person to be listening to whatever you are saying. How matter nice words that you will tell him or tell her, will be thinking of his stomach.
All right, majesties, you listen to that very short, quick, and sweet one. And this is what I want us to analyze. He said that their problem is money, that they need money. This is a leader. He's supposed to be a leader of a nation, a sovereign nation at that, sitting down, asking for money from international body. In 2025, in Africa, where an awakening is happening, in Africa where we have the Sahel nations liberating themselves from this nonsense, we have a man of his age. He's not a young man, no. He's an old man, democratically elected, seated down, asking for money. In your country, you're asking for money. This is a country that is rich in mineral resources. They have crude oil. Why can't they divert their energy into struggling to liberate themselves, funding for themselves, feeding themselves? He's seated looking for free money. Goodness me, I don't know how you look at this. I don't know how you perceive this, but this is a slap. I don't know if you're watching up until this time, but I tell you, the caliber of leaders that we have democratically elected, I don't know. I'm not saying that you should go kick out your leaders in various African countries and start staging coups, military coups. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this emphasizing on democracy because of late, recently, there have been everything put in place to draw back the Sahel into democracy. That's what I'm emphasizing on. This is the democratic leaders that calibers of him, of his type, is what Europe want to install back in the Sahel. People that will go asking for money, people that will go begging for money, his type. These are the type of people that they want to be leaders of countries in the motherland. And this is how our leaders go insulting their citizens, insulting themselves before these people. And then we keep asking questions. Why is it that Africa cannot be pulled out from what Africa is in? Why is it that Africa is always the continent that, why is it that we are in the situation we are in as the Africans in the motherland? Why? I don't know. These are the reasons. Leaders like him are the cause of the problems that we have. They are still the cause of the problems that we have. They might not be the originator, but they are still the ones that keep fueling this problem to keep continuing in the motherland. Now, while I was going through the comment section of this particular video, I was happy because we have African youths who saw things the other way. And they felt ashamed for themselves to have a leader in an African country like this very man, seated down helplessly asking for money. Like His hands and his legs are tied, like he do not have any source of income in his nation. Seated down, in short, he's literally begging for money. What will he do with this money when it comes? Remember when we're talking about the USAID here? Even up until this time, there are Americans who keep insulting Africa that all we know about is sitting and waiting for aid from America. We saw that video of the young man who was, saying whatever he want to say, right? This is how some Africans, I'm not saying all of you, sorry, some Americans, I'm not saying all of you, this is how you look at Africa. We are seated down, not doing anything, just seated and waiting for aid. It's because of leaders like this man that we get insulted by them. When you don't know who you are, I think it's a disease. It's a disease that will eat you up. You don't know who you are. It's a disease that will eat you up. And that is exactly what is destroying different countries in the motherland. Because those who have put up there as leaders, or those who have lobbied their way up as leaders, or those who have, the West have smuggled into leadership in the continent, are those that are a disgrace to the motherland. Is he not seeing Ibrahim Traore, a very, very younger person to him, liberating his country, using just the resources that they have to develop their nations? You want to tell me that South Sudan don't have anything in their underground that they can exchange for money if they really need money? And he went ahead explaining himself when somebody is what, the person, justifying his stupidity. When the Chinese man said we are the most stupidest set of race on planet Earth, we go angry. Is this not stupidity? That a leader of a sovereign nation will sit and start begging for money? Like I was saying about the USAID. Even when this money comes, it doesn't even do what the purpose of which this money was asked for. It doesn't do it. It is these same leaders who smuggle this money, siphon this money. You want to still tell me that this leader does not have any asset on ground? Secret ones that he have, tied on himself and his family, that he can also sell and help himself and his people if he truly have his people at heart. They will sit down, siphon huge amount of money, have properties here and there, and they will be telling you that they don't have money. They still want aid to come in. We are saying no to aid, and the president in South Sudan is saying he wants aid. In short, he's begging for it. Somebody said in the comment section that one thing with Africans, especially people like him, is that they see the white man as the Messiah, the savior. So they always run to them, bow their head and ask for aid, for help, and the rest of them. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Because I don't see why you are going to ask somebody that is not even up to you to give you help. It's not racism. I'm just spitting out facts. And that's why I said from the beginning, when you don't know who you are, it's a disease that can destroy you to the core. If a leader is as this helpless, then how would the citizens be? If a leader is like this, in this kind of condition, how would the citizens be? Your Majesties, please answer me. Please help me analyze this thing. How would you think it's normal to go sit down before a foreign body and start telling them that you need money? Your problem is money. You need money. Your Majesties. And he is supposed to be a leader representing a whole nation. Come on. I think we can do better when it comes to leisure. I think it's even time now. The day is broken. It's time. It's high time that we start flogging out some of these people from power. I think it's high time because I believe he's not speaking for the majority of South Sudanese. I know there was a South Sudanese I saw. I know he's awakened. He's awakened. He knows that something is happening. He has joined the train of revolution. I believe people like he would not like what their president had just done, soil their name to this level. And the same man you sit down before asking for money is the same man who will go behind. They go behind calculating themselves, strategizing on how they'll come to the motherland and still milk out the motherland. The same person that you seated before asking for money, your problem is money. Money for what? And then when this money comes, it's not used for the poor to elevate poverty. It's not used to develop the nation. It is shared among themselves into their pocket. I think he's even crying for himself and those that look like him. Not even for the nation. He's speaking for himself. It's like the little he has or the much he has is going down, so he wants to increase it. That is a problem we have. Now, you see the reason why youth at this point are saying no to democracy. It's not because we don't want freedom of democracy, what have you. No. It is because of people like this. This is the reason why. For those of you who might be saying, oh, you're always talking about military leaders in the Sahel doing this, doing that. Do you know what is military leadership? Kiniko, kiniko. This is what we are seeing now. It is because of people like him, with a mindset like him, leaders like him, presidents like him, head of states like him, that the average African is asking for, agitating for military takeovers in the countries in the motherland. Yes, there are countries that they are still on military rulership and things are not still okay for them. We can see them, we know them. But as far as the Sahel succeed, there's no country in the continent that mean to succeed that will not succeed. You understand what I'm saying? I keep telling you here that the Sahel has exposed our leaders, the democratically elected leaders in Africa. The Sahel leaders have exposed them. Your Majesties. Because it is this, look at the Sahel now. Before now, look at the Sahel. The Sahel was the poorest region on planet Earth. The poorest region in the world, according to mainstream media, white supremacy and the rest of them. But look at them, from being the poorest, their economy is booming now. A lot has changed. If the Sahel can go from the poorest to a stable economy, which nation in the continent cannot survive on its own? And that's why I'm saying it. We are seeing what is happening. We are taking notes of what is going on. We are seeing that a nation can liberate itself if she really wants to, if the leader in that nation really wants that nation to be liberated, that nation will be liberated. We are seeing it happening in the Sahel. So you can't come tell us that it cannot happen. It can happen for sure, except if you don't want it to happen. This is it. That we have a leader begging for money, begging for aid. When the youths are saying, no, we don't want aid again, we don't want to be dependent on any foreign body, the old ones are running to go collect aid. What is wrong with us? It's like the brain of these old ones we have in the continent, it's like something has been done to their brain. That they seem not to still understand. It's like they will never understand. They will never understand. Until they are kicked out of that position, nothing will change. Nothing will happen. If we really want liberation, I think you should begin to start doing something. Something drastic. Something drastic. I think we should begin that. I saw this. I was ashamed as an African, to tell you the truth. I was ashamed to see a leader seated begging for money helplessly, like his hands and his legs are broken. He has 2 legs, oh, he has 2 hands, oh. He has resources in the underground, oh, he's begging for money. And when we're talking about the resources, somebody said, it's only 5% that they get. For their crude oil, it's only 5%. Why? Because they don't refine this oil themselves. Why can't you sell this oil to your fellow African countries that refine oil? We have countries in the continent that refine oil. Why can't you liaise with them? Work with them. You need money. Money is a problem. We have the Sahel nation. Why can't you liaise with them? Work with them. You are going to meet the enemy, telling the enemy that your problem is money. And of course, they're going to give him the money because they want something that they're going to use to tie a nation down. They are losing ground in the Sahel. They are looking for other places to go get ground in. Morocco had accepted the military base that the Sahel kicked out. We saw that. And now, South Sudan is asking for money, that they need money. Definitely, they're going to get the money. Forget that retaliation. They will give them the money. And as they're giving them the money, they are getting what is more than that money they're giving. When are we going to understand the tactics of these people? Liberate ourselves for sure. When? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive always. Your Majesty. Bye for now.